Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today we're gonna do a reading like what's going on in your connection, and this is for my romantic people. Like, I'm setting the intention that this isn't something platonic. So if you have a person of interest that you'd like to see where the connection is going and it's, you know, romantic, then this is your reading. So okay, I set the intention that we're just having a chit chat in here. It's nighttime in here and it's also bedtime, so we're just having like a cool girls night out in here. So I would like for you to get your own cup of tea or coffee if you'd like, whatever is your vibe. But I have in here my green tea. Yeah. So let me just get a sip of that. And so for tonight we have 3 piles. Okay, so I pre-shuffled 3 from the Spirit of the Animals Oracle, and if you resonate in some one pile, then that's your reading. So this is for pile 1, Elk Nobility. So feel it out, see if that's your pile. Yeah. And for my pile 2, we have Fox, Clever. And for the pile 3, we have in here B, Community. So if you want to choose like, I don't know, like side by side, then these are our 3 piles: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take a moment, pause the video if you like, to find the oracle card that's most resonant to you. So if you chose this Elk Nobility, pile 1, then this is your reading. Okay. So what we have in here, Elk Nobility, is celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. So from the word itself, nobility, like this couple, if you're a couple, like I feel like you have this power couple dynamic that surrounds you both. Like maybe like when it's seen from the outside, it feels like, ooh, like you're the type of connection that other people may see as like, oh, they look so well together, or it's definitely the connection is interesting. So let me pull from my love tarot. It's my sexy tarot, if you know what I mean. Okay. Let's pull on your energy and your person's energy. Okay, let's go first with your energy, or person A's energy. Like that, this could be intertwined, like vice versa. So person A's energy. Okay, I'm only getting one. Person A's energy. Person A's energy. Okay. And then person 2's energy. Person B. Person B's energy. Oh, what did I say? Wait. And then the current energy. Okay. The energy between you both. So get this, babes. Get this. So I pulled for the person A is Hierophant. I can't show you the cards, it's too dirty. but the Hierophant for person A. And then we have in here for person B, the High Priestess. If you don't read tarot, like these two are the major arcanas that are partnered together. Like the Hierophant represents someone who's in their divine masculine, and the High Priestess in their divine feminine energy. Then what did I say about elk nobility? Like it's this couple is very like powerful, and these two figures are very powerful. So the divine masculine could be very well at the top of their field, like very going, and also can be quite traditional, and also focused on business ventures, you know, financial successes. Like he could be, I mean, divine masculine, divine feminine. I don't mean that like in gender, but you know, we all possess femininity and masculinity in us, but someone who mostly embodies divine masculine could be very well be focusing on the material and the physical aspects, and they're thriving on that. And also that could be their current energy. Yeah, can I show you the card? Okay, this is the person A's energy. So the Hierophant 5, the Hierophant, yes. And look at him, like I feel like this is the divine masculine, like he's been focusing on the material weight, so material plane. So he could give the girl, like, can you see the girl in there, like, so that he could provide. So maybe person A could be focusing on their career so much, but I can feel like this is something so that they would be able to provide. Like that's a very masculine thing, right? And then we have in here the person B, the High Priestess. What did I tell you? The High Priest and the High Priestess, like literally power couple. So person B could be very well on the spiritual realm, focused on their spirituality, the philosophy, the abstract sense, like taking care of themselves, resting. And these are very, I can feel like this is a healthy connection, because you're able to focus individually with yourself. Yeah, focus individually within yourself and what interests you both. But the current energy right now is the 3 of Wands. That's what came out. I'm not sure what this is doing in here. So 3 of Wands is like, oh, maybe that is that, like 3 of Wands. So there may be like a third party going on. That's why you're in this reading, because you're not sure how it's going forward, because you're both focused on your fields, right? And there could be someone, like a third party situation. I'm not sure, it could not be that, but there is this feeling of explorative nature as well. Like if you're looking at both elks in here, like they're not looking at each other, they're looking to the world, the outside world. You could both be exploring, but definitely what I can say is that this is a power couple. Like if you both choose to like get together, I mean, this is nice. Nice is a boring word, but it's something. It's definitely something. What else do we have from the 3 of Wands? Definitely, like I can also sense this like passion, because Wands is a suit of passion. Yeah, fire. It's very fiery. So there could be just maybe I can feel like this connection is not something that's yet very like connected, but it definitely, there's some tension in the air. Okay, let's see the truth of this connection. I'm gonna pull from my Romance Angels deck. Okay, let's see what is the truth of this connection. Oh my god, what was that about? My deck, like, okay, what is the truth of this connection for our pile 1? For pile 1, the truth of this connection. The truth of this connection for pile 1. Like, this connection could also be in its beginning stages, because we have in here single digit numbers like 2, 3, 5. Yeah, very single digits. So this could, like, you both could be single, and that explains the explorative nature of this reading. Like, you're just thinking, like, where could this go? Okay, passion. What did I say? What did I say? Come on, come on, can't make this up. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Passion, like, there is some passion in the air that's quite unmistakable. And look at that, look at the visuals, the graphics. Look at the graphics, like, both the man is looking at the girl, who's like, the positioning are similar. Yeah, there is passion. I mean, if you're thinking, like, if you want to pursue this, definitely there's some fire energy going on. Yeah. And this kind of connection would require you also not to be codependent on one another, because I can sense that you both have strong sense of selves in here, that are asking, that both of which are asking not to be neglected once this kind of connection is pursued. But definitely, if these two people choose to connect to each other, like, there is I can see that there is chemistry in there. That's what I'm like finding the vocabulary. Yeah. Okay, so what does your person, what does pile 1's person like to say to them? I am pulling from my love confession deck. Isn't it obvious? Like, I just got these cards, like, I just purchased them, and I'm literally so excited to pull from them. that's why I'm making a love reading. Okay, what does pile 1 or group 1's person want to say to them? Okay, the color blue and color red could be significant. I'm seeing in the graphic that is heavy. Also color purple. Yeah, so again, the red color is talking about the passion, the chemistry in there, but also blue. I feel like communication is important in this relationship, because you two both could get so, could be focused within yourselves, your whereabouts, whatabouts, that keeping this connection alive and running would require you to get some time off the day. Consistency to make this happen. This is giving two strong people who wants to connect, like giving one night stand vibes. But I'm not saying that you're gonna, I mean, obviously take this with a grain of salt, but and I just keep on shuffling, like, no words want to come out very much, I guess, but let's pray. Okay, But the very first one is I talked to my friends about you. So you could be talked about, or you could also talk about them, about your friends, like where's this connection going. I'm regretting my previous actions. I don't know, like, this is giving maybe you connected at some other time before. If that doesn't resonate, don't take it. And now this is like a reigniting of that what was left in there. I think time apart is best for us right now. There's just the sense of separation from you both too that I'm sensing. I think this could just be talking about the time. Like I don't see you guys like spending much quality time together. But I feel like that's also the whole like foundation of why this kind of tension exists, because it wants to be lived, right? and I see you in my dreams. Yeah. Yes, I'm sensing that this connection could very much live in the 5D reality without so much as a 3D. And what I mean by that is that this is heavily like up in the air, our mental energy. Like you could be thinking about them and they are thinking about you, but nothing much is going on. But since you're like thinking about each other, you know, that there's definitely that creates like this tension that is up in the air. Yeah. And if you want to pursue this, like, go ahead, friend. Like, I'm not here to tell you what or what not to do, but that is what I have for you, pile one. That's what's going on in this connection. I hope you resonated with that. And if you enjoyed this reading, like, go on and like this or subscribe if you feel called to my energy so we can hang once more. But other than that, I love you and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Okay, so if you chose this fox clever, then this is your reading. Okay, so let's say what it writes here in the card. It says, you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts and resources around you. Be open to romance. Definitely what I initially sense in this connection is that you both could be playful towards one another, because foxes are very playful. They're also clever and smart, and so you might be like very I can definitely imagine two people who's just roasting each other or like playing insult to one another, but really that's just like how you know, like those cliche dramas that they were in, two people like tease each other, like joking, and they like each other, that kind of vibe. That's what I'm sensing for this fox. Yeah, you both are smart. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So let me pull on my love tarot, my sexy tarot. My sexy tarot, to see your energy and your person's energy and the connection that's going on between you two. Okay, person A's energy. Ooh, that flew right out. And then person, oh my god. Okay, and then the connection between you two. Connection between you two. Okay. I love that for you. Okay, so I mean, I cannot show you the cards because these cards are dirty, but you know, I'm sensing here the color yellow could be significant because there are some yellow going on in here, and as well in here. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but also color red. So I pulled so again, this kind of reading, this connection is like very much this connection is very much like, so what I'm sensing is this connection is between two people, like one person embodying the divine masculine. We have in here the King of Cups, divine masculine. So person A could be very well like in their feelings, like, and I can sense this very profound and deep loving towards another. Yeah, this could very well be love. But wait. Let's put a pin on that. But yeah, someone thinks heavily or feels for you heavily. Or this, at least this person. Like, just put yourself where you belong. But the other person's energy as well is very like Ace of Wands. This divine feminine. So Ace of Wands is someone who's just, oh, okay, what I'm getting is this King of Cups is someone who takes action on love very in a meditated way. Like, they're not someone who just plays around, right? They're very intentional on their connections, with their connections. And this Ace of Wands, the other person, is giving me like very, I don't want to say immature, but very impulsive, as I want to say, like very flirty as well. And yeah, very flirty, and I guess that's the connection that's going on between these two, is that the one person is not sure like where this is going, because the other one is like very playful, and it feels like they're taking it as a joke, just a joke. But also the other person feels like, oh, maybe the other person is also like guarded, like, can they really handle me? Like that, like that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm sensing with this Five of Swords in here. So there's like also a mental anguish between these two people. But definitely they're attracted to one another. But also, like, maybe you're very much, both are very much on their alley. Yeah. But with this Five of Swords, I'm not sure what this is. But the graphic in here shows a guy who's hugging a girl, and this girl is kind of like that. And the guy's like holding tight, you know? Oh, maybe one person could be very like clingy, and the other person is like not so much not sure whether they want to commit or what, or definitely not as sure as the other person. Foxes in this spread can also be codependent in a sense. Like, look at them, they're looking at one another, and it feels like, I don't know, there might be some kind of validation that you get from each other. I don't know, that's just that. It could be not resonating to you. Let me drink my tea first. Okay, let's pull from this Romance Angels deck. What is the truth of Group 2's connection? What is the truth behind group two's connection? What is the truth behind group two's connection? That's too much. I'm not gonna get everything. Worth waiting for. I'm gonna take that. So this might be something that's already like going on for time being. Let me pull another. What's the truth behind this connection? Soulmate. Oh, okay. Yes, this is your soulmate. And don't get me wrong, like you could have many soulmates in your lifetime, and you could meet them like at the same time or at different stages of your life. But I feel like this is your soulmate in the sense that you just get each other. You just get each other. Like you could resonate with each other on an intellectual way, right? That's what I was saying like a while ago. And this energy, okay, I'm gonna show you the card. Like this is the Five of Swords that I'm saying a while ago. Like there could definitely, if you and your person like wants to connect to each other, it is very much possible. But also I feel like it demands certain level of patience with one another, because one person is very much on their very much like very strategic, and also slow moving, I want to say. And the other person could be very like quick moving and very much like in their flow. So, and those two complement each other, I want to say. But also if you're someone who gets very caught up on your everyday stuff, on the things that you used to do, like getting into a connection would be quite challenging, because you're gonna have to sacrifice certain parts of your routine, certain parts of your routine. Like you don't have to sacrifice yourself for a connection, right? I mean, that's not what I'm saying, but just having this kind of compromise as well. Like what are your non-negotiables? But definitely this connection is something that's worth waiting for and worth having patience for. Yeah. Okay, so let me pull on my love confession oracle to see what does group two's person want to say to them. Okay, what does group two's person want to say? What does group two's person want to say? What does group two's person want to say? What am I getting in here? Yeah, it would also require you to have some form of vulnerability with one another. What else? Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. We have in here, I want to commit to you. Wow. I want to commit to you. I love your sense of humor. I get it. Like the sense of humor. Definitely you share each other's sense of humor, because you're intellectually inclined to one another. And that's why I said like you guys are each other's soulmate, because you just get each other in a way that you don't get other people. Let me take you out on a date. Also, I feel like on the bottom of the deck, I find you intimidating. So there could be a sense of intimidation as well, which is why this connection hasn't progress the way you wanted it to. But this let me take you on the date. This is signaling to me that you both are willing to take the necessary steps forward, even albeit it's kind of small, and it would take you guys like one step at a time, one day at a time to grow a connection. Definitely there's lots of potential in here. Like, I always love a connection that wherein two people share sense of humor, because it feels like you're each other's best friend and you're also each other's lovers. I want to commit to you. I feel like the sense of length in this connection, like this is maybe someone who you already knew from childhood or like for many years now, and this is like worth waiting for. If you're willing to give it a chance. Okay, so that is what I have for group 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you resonated with that, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel if you want to hang more with me and if you like this energy, so that I will see you next time. But other than that, I love you and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye. Okay, so if you chose this card, then this is your reading. You're group 3, right? And you chose B, community. Okay, let's read what it has to say. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So I feel like I'm talking to someone here who's a divine feminine, or who embodies femininity in their body. It doesn't have to be like you have to be a male or female, but you definitely resonate with femininity. And then what I'm getting from this B community is like you just have this sense of like, it says here, you be open to receiving sweetness. Your work blesses everything you touch. I feel like in this B, you know how when like the worker bees serve their queen bee? So I feel like you're that queen bee. Ooh. Or I feel like in this connection, I'm sensing that the other person just like really wants to serve you and make you a queen of their life. And worker bees are so diligent as well, right, with their work. And I feel like that's also coming, so there's this sense of willing to work on the relationship, like willing to go the extra mile just to serve you, just to, I want to say worship, but that's like over. Okay, let's see what's going on with your energy and your person's energy. Okay, let me pull from my love tarot, my sexy tarot. If you know what I mean. If you know, you know, you know. Okay. Okay. Person A's energy. Ooh. Okay. Person B's energy. Person B's energy. Person B's energy. Strength. Damn. And the connection between you two. Connection between the two of you. That's too much. I'm not gonna take that. Send it out, please. Okay. The Hermit. Interesting. Okay, so for person A, we have the Queen of Cups, and then for person B, we have the Strength card. And this is making me feel like person A is someone who feels deeply. Like, you know what you want, you know what to pursue. This person A. You know what to pursue. And you're very much intuitive. Like, I just feel like you have this, person A just has this overflowing feelings towards somebody else. Like, since this is a connection, romantic connection that we're talking about, like this heavy sense of feeling or love or attraction towards another person. And then we have in here, per person B, the Strength card. Strength card. So person B could be someone, okay, I'm getting like the person B, whatever person B handles, they handle it with love, and that's attractive for person A. Wait, I'm stuttering, obviously. And then we have in here for the connection, the Hermit. And what I'm getting from this is that I guess it is less about the person, but it is more about what you see in each other, to see in yourself. What I mean by that is that if you look at one another, you see aspects of yourself that you love, which is why the Hermit is coming up. What I'm getting in here is that it is precisely because you love an aspect of yourself, you like an aspect of yourself, because you see it in another person, that person mirrors to you what you already are within yourself. You already are in yourself. And this is also can be quite triggering, honestly, because if you have an aspect of yourself that you're not healed from, like you haven't really reflected upon, being mirrored to you, this kind of person can be quite triggering, because somehow you would be reflecting like, why did this person did this? Like, what's in it with me? This is interesting. Like, I'm getting a lot of images like within the hair. So we have in here the bee, right? And then we have in here the lion. Like, look at that. It's like, this is like the the hair of the lion, like that. Like wanting to be enveloped by this strength. I'm feeling like almost an inexplainable gravitation towards another person. Is how it feels like. Yeah, because I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, there's, you know how you have a certain attraction or magnetism towards another person and you're not quite sure what it is? This feels like it. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's there. Like, it's almost like you're ruminating, like, what do I even like? Like, why do I keep having this intense like reflection and emotions? Yeah. And it feels like what I'm getting is that, like, this is B, right? And this is like a girl was looking at a candle, almost like moth to a flame. Like, this feels like moth and it's going towards the flame, because Leos, I said that this looks like the lion, right? And Leos are symbolized by the lion, and Leos are fire signs, so it's almost like moth to a flame. So it's almost like that. Moth to a flame in a sense, like you will die, like the moth will die if it doesn't know that it shouldn't be so close to a flame. What? What is this? But this has potential. Like if you both choose to like connect with each other, I feel like this has a lot of potential in it, because you're both introspective and you provide the sense of, what am I saying? I lost my train of thought. Okay, let's pull from my Romance Angels Oracle deck. Okay, what's the truth about group 2's connection? Group 3. Funny I said 2. Group 3's connection. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Yeah, this is definitely worth exploring. Like if you have, like, I feel like this person, I feel like you're attracted into them because they mirror to you a sense of yourself, an aspect of yourself that maybe you have been manifesting. And so getting on with this connection, get this. Okay, I feel I'm being guided to say that this doesn't have to lead to something romantic, but it has like a potential to be romantic. But since this is a romantic connection, maybe you're you know, toying with the idea that maybe this could be a romantic, but this is saying that you can give it a chance. Like this has the potential to bloom into something that's beneficial to both of you, because you bring a unique plate on the table. What? That's so weird. I feel like my weirdness is being what do I want to say, is being revealed, exposed to this. Like this could be your energy as well. Like whenever you are getting together with this person, you just don't know what to say. Like you're out of words. You're out of words, but definitely not out of feelings. Okay, nothing wants to come out already. Okay, and then I'm seeing retreat in the reverse position. So again, it's saying like, do not retreat. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you as well to grow yourself. If this person poses a challenge for you, and are you up for the challenge? I guess that's for you to decide. Okay, so now let me pull on my love confession oracle deck. So what does this person want to say to you? I'm really intrigued about this one because I am getting a sense of what does this person want to say? Because they're so cool. I don't know what they think of me. Maybe you could be someone who also in the presence of this person, like you just feel belittled in a way, like you're not in the league, or it could be vice versa. Like this could be what they feel about you. Aww. What else? Okay. first card that came out is I'm scared to let someone in. Again, I'm getting this sense of being scared, of being intimidated. Maybe you put this person on a certain pedestal, or they could be like putting you in a certain pedestal, and that's maybe why this relationship hasn't progressed yet. But I'm seeing you both as equals in here. Yeah, because you both bring something to the table. I hope you haven't moved on. Is this an ex? Is this an... Oh my god. Is this an ex? This could be an ex for someone. Because give your relationship a chance. This is giving second chance. I mean, if you really can sense that... this may be talking about as well, I'm scared to let you in again. So that's up to your choice. You're right? But if you really can sense that this person has grown up already and is not repeating the same pattern that they used to be, if this is an ex, you can choose to let them in. Yeah, you can rest easy in that. And I let other people influence my choices. What I'm getting from here is that you can talk to your friends about this. Let them know what you're going through and ask for their advice. Because if this is an ex situation, definitely your friends could give like an outsider's perspective, which might be very helpful to you. But you guys are equal. Yeah, and I don't sense any kind of immaturity in this connection. I'm not sensing that at all. Like, yeah, maybe that's why the Hermit also came out here, because there was a level of isolation that went on for the both of you. Like, you went towards yourself. You both went towards yourself to reflect, to go and reflect on this connection. And might I add, this has been a very fruitful journey for the both of you, because I can see the both of you emerging as a more mature and evolved version of yourselves. So this can be something that be given a chance. Okay. That took a wild turn. Alright. I guess that's what I have for group 3. Yeah. If you enjoy the reading, feel free to like or subscribe to my channel if you want to hang some more. But other than that, I love you, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye. Okay. Hi, my outro squad. I just like to yap for a bit, after I do my reading, because obviously if it's not yet obvious, I'm someone who's quite a beginner in tarot reading, in oracle reading, but I really love reading, so might as well start somewhere, right? And might I say this love reading is very awkward for me because I haven't been in a love situation for a long time now, and trust me, I've been there, and I have learned so much from my previous relationship. Learned so much, but tapping into the energy of love was somehow awkward, because why am I in here? There's some resistance going on in there, but we're learning in here, right? We're remaining open to the idea of love, and it goes without saying as well that I yapped and I yapped. Oh yeah, if you're here, like, this is just what I like to do after my readings. Like, you can choose to hang if you want to hang, but you know, this is not part of the reading anymore. This is just me, myself, and I, if no one chooses to watch. But yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, like, there's only so much you can learn about yourself by being with yourself, by reflecting with yourself. And another level of that you get to unlock, another level of yourself, another layer of yourself comes up when you're in a specific connection with somebody else. For example, in a romantic connection. Of course, that could also go well with your friendships, but since we're in a romantic lens in here, most of your self would be revealed in the form of romantic relationships. So that's why we still remain open to love and not close ourselves off, even if we've been burned in the past, because it's also self-improvement, right? To allow yourself be loved, even if you already know how to love yourself. And it would actually do you a disservice if you choose to close yourself off from love, because if you already know how to love yourself, like you, just by being alone, of course the universe will always want to reflect that back to you by sending you people who also want to love you, right? 51 it's timer, as I said that. So yeah, so cheers to remaining open, and yeah. So it really is good night. I hope you had fun vibing with me, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.